This is my first test on the Google Pixel 8 Pro. And as I always do, guys, I'm gonna put this phone through a standalone test because phones like this deserve something like that. This here is 4K 60 on the front camera. 10-bit HDR video is not available. Speech enhancement is also not available. But at the end of the day, 4K 60 is absolutely a must on every front camera. And you know, there are still some brands out there that are not able to do so, which is really weird because they have one of the best other camera setups. Now, welcome to the VST channel. In this video, you're going to see the Pixel 8. Welcome to the VST channel. In this video, you're going to see the Pixel 8 Pro camera tested, videos and photos day and night. Because this year, Google claimed to have improved the camera, at least for the video performance, and of course also giving us a brand new 50 megapixel sensor. So if you want to see the Google Pixel 8 Pro shine, please watch the full video. And if you like videos like this, you might as well want to sub to the channel. Now, what you see on the screen is the 4K 60 FPS video. This should be improved compared to last year's generation, the 7 Pro, and I really hope that it will be somewhere near to the S23 Ultra. And iPhone 15 Pro Max, of course, is the king, so it's gonna be tough to beat that, but any improvement is welcome, and we are going to put this to the test. What are we looking for? All right, colors, skin tone, HDR, okay, saturation, some artifacts. Of course, we're gonna also test the stabilization. I will put more emphasis on the Pixel 8 Pro in the video. Why? Because Google claimed to have enhanced the video, guys. And as a video creator, this is very important for me. So I need to check this, and I need to make sure that they really stick to their claims. Let me now run to this very sunny spot here. Why? I want to test this situation where the sun is brutally shining in the camera. This here is the Ultrawide 0.5. And now, guys, we are going to switch to 1x. 1x on the Google Pixel 8 Pro, 4K 60 FPS video with the beautiful scenery. Really hoping that you can feel the same things that I feel in see. And now let's switch to 2x. 2x is a digital crop from the main sensor, but now we're gonna go to the 5x and it's going to become optical. So let's do this change right now, 5x. Now the back camera, 4K 60 FPS, and yeah, you've guessed this correctly. This is the new 5x optical zoom. Now, boom, 1x, guys, to just show you really the difference. One more time, going to 5x, and by the way, you're now able to immediately see the switch from the crop. Boom. Now how far can we get with the Google Pixel camera, guys? We can get up to 20. All right, and let me just try to focus it here. Oh yeah, it was able to focus 5, and there of course all the other modes in between, like 10 for example. So let me just go to 10 because I know a lot of people will want me to do 10 just because of the fact that 10 is something that the S23 Ultra has. Now 2, all right, 1, and here the ultra wide camera. Let's test the stabilization. So you see that car there? I'm gonna run over to it. All right, 4K 60 Pixel 8 Pro video stabilization test. Now I've tried to get so close and it doesn't work. You have to find really the best focus point and focal distance, which is that. Let's do the focus test. Okay, nice from what I see. I can try to get closer, and this is, by the way, I believe as close as I can get with still having the focus. So we have to carefully choose the focal length here and get a proper focus area. One more time, and we can also try to test the transition. So ultra wide, okay, 1, 2, take a look at the car, guys. I'm gonna go 5 optical, and now zoom again, 2, 5, and now from 5 to ultra wide. All right, 2x is satisfactory. It is actually a crop from the main camera. Okay, now by the way, between 2x and 5, guys, what happens there? So this here is a 3x. Of course, it's also digital, and the moment you get to the 5x, you will see immediately a change. and this is because the smartphone is changing from a crop on the main sensor to the telephoto camera. This here is 5x optical zoom. Let me know down below in the comments, do you think that really Google nailed that one? Is it sharp enough for you, or you believe that there are some problems there? This is now 4K 30 FPS using 10-bit HDR. Of course, it has been running to SDR, so still you're able to see the differences. Also, all the speech enablement are here, guys. Front K 30 FPS again, 10-bit HDR scenario, render down to SDR with the speech enhancement and with all these beautiful colors, hoping that you can assess the level of quality, guys. So let me just do like this, where I can just see the sky. Usually this causes problems with some of the phones. It's time to check the night video. Again, 4K 60 FPS. Now, as you see, it's completely dark, but here I have artificial light. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, I'm going to slowly turn and enter a very dark area, also running to the dark area, of course trying to not kill myself. Now I'm using the back camera, again 4K 60 FPS, guys, and of course the back camera has larger aperture, it will also gather more light, but I still have here the artificial light. Now I'm going to turn again and go inside the darker area, and as I'm going inside the darker area, you're gonna see that the footage will decrease in terms of quality, and that's totally normal. This here is the ultra-wide. It's a whole lot of camera on the Pixel 8 Pro, and again 4K 60 FPS video. I have here my helper, the artificial light, and now I'm going to slowly turn into the darkness, and then we can test how much light can the ultra-wide camera of the Pixel 8 Pro capture. Now, I think you probably see me. Why? Because I'm still illuminated from the light here, but let's go. The moment I enter a completely dark area, it's going to be game over. This now is the ultra-wide camera in low light condition, but as you can tell, there is some light. Now I'm gonna show you 1x, all right, and 1x you can just see it really gets better, guys. One more time, ultra-wide, 1x, definitely better, and of course the main camera is really able to capture more light. Now I'm gonna show you a crop from the main camera, which is 2x. Nothing more but the digital zoom. And now, guys, I'm gonna show you the 5x. So the 5x is the optical camera, but as you can just see, it is not ideal. The ultra-wide clearly not capturing so much details as the main camera. Also, of course, there is a lot of noise, right? And the whole processing is a bit weird, so definitely not on par. Let me show you one more time the ultra-wide camera. Now back to the 1x, probably the best footage in this phone. Then 2x, which is the crop from the main camera, and now going back to the 5x, and as you can just see, also I think the artificial light interferes somehow. Now we're running on 1x night video, okay, and now, guys, I'm gonna go and do the same with the ultra-wide. Now we are testing the stabilization in the ultra-wide night video. All right, one more 4K 60 video with the front camera. Again, it's low light, but we have some artificial light. Let's review some of the photos. We'll start with the main camera. It's a 50 megapixel wide camera with a 25mm focal length, an aperture of f1.68, which will allow capturing of a lot of light. The portrait photos from the main camera is, as you can see, very nice. The colors are accurate, the skin tone is handled correctly most of the time. The only flaw I can highlight is the object separation. Cut out of individual hair strands is not perfect. Portrait shots from the front camera and front camera pictures in general proves that Google is handling this in a very acceptable way. The Pixel 8 Pro has a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera with 11mm wide focal length and an f of 1.95, autofocus included. Macro mode will trigger the ultra-wide camera and allow us to get very close to the object, as you can check from the samples I shot from the main camera and the ultra-wide. Let's talk about zoom. The Pixel 8 Pro introduces a new 48 megapixel telephoto with 130mm focal length and an aperture of 2.8. It's capable of 5x optical zoom and a range up to 30x. 2x is a digital crop from the main sensor, but the moment you hit the 5x, you are using the telephoto camera. Images from 5x to 10x range are good, but 10x tend to be a bit softer in the details. When you go and pass the 10x up to 20x and 30x, the quality will degrade and pictures don't come out great. The ultra-wide is 48 megapixel with a focal length of 11mm
an f1.9 and offers good exposure and colors with a limited dynamic range. In the night shots, the main camera larger sensor can maintain better details and lower noise levels versus the ultrawide. Okay, now let's talk about the Pro. What is Pro? Well, besides having a triple camera setup, we also have manual Pro controls in the camera to tweak exposure, ISO, and etc. The good news here is that the 50 megapixel output produces the same color rendition as the 12 megapixel without the annoying sharpening we see in some other phones. Also with 50 megapixel, here comes the Ultra HDR. Now let's check the night sight. Night sight captures several photos and magically combines them in a photo with a better exposure, dynamic range and detail. The results often have bright exposure, better dynamic range than the standard photos, the colors are accurate and textures are rendered okay as long as there is still some light and objects are not moving. If these two conditions are not met, you will end up with a blurry mess.
And this here is the back camera with 1x. Have in mind, this is only using the day 0 update on the camera. The moment I get the phone out of the box, even the Pro controls were not there. So hopefully we'll have to show us some more tricks, and in 1 or 2 months I will definitely revisit this. Now what's next in this channel is to compare the Pixel 8 Pro versus the S23 Ultra, because this is going to be something really very interesting, at least in my book. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please stay safe.